Hi, welcome to my 8th set of book critiques for EDU 318. My name is Sarah Schachterly. For this set of book critiques, I focused on biography and memoir for children, which gives factual information about the lives of real people, or the author's reflections on real events that happened to them, as in a memoir. I really enjoyed this set of book critiques and exploring this genre. I even had trouble narrowing down which books I wanted to focus on because I found so many cool things out there for children. And I really encourage teachers to explore this genre in their classroom and to not overlook it. The first book is called Pablo Neruda, Poet of the People, by Monica Brown and illustrated by Julie Patchkes, and this was an Orbis Pictus honor book. I think this could also be classified as multicultural literature and picture book for grades 1 through 4. This book tells the story of the life of Pablo Neruda and his poetry. It shows how his poetry was important to the people of Chile in their difficulties. The illustrations contain both English and Spanish words, as seen on the cover, and the author includes resources for his poetry in learning more about his life at the end of the book. The second book is called Drum Dream Girl, How One Girl's Courage Changed Music, by Margarita Engel and illustrated by Rafael Lopez, and this won the Pura Belpré Award. This could also be classified as picture book, multicultural literature, and poetry. It is based off of the life of a Chinese-African Cuban girl who dreamed of being a female drummer in a culture where only boys were traditionally drummers. It tells the inspiring story through poetry and vibrant illustrations. The third book is called The Right Word, Roget and His Thesaurus by Jen Bryant and Melissa Sweet. It is a Caldecott Honor Book and Cybert Medal winner, and this could also be classified as picture book. It is the biography of Peter Marc Roget, a boy who loved words and began writing his own. He wrote lists of words, organized by ideas, and it eventually became the Thesaurus, one of the most important reference books. The book's illustrations contain lists of words taken from his work, a timeline of events in his life, and a picture of a page from his original book. I think this could be used in many ways in a literacy lesson, where students can learn about different reference tools and different kinds of words. Melissa Sweet and Jen Bryant have created many picture book biographies for students, and I think it would be really cool to do an author study in my future classroom. The fourth book is relatively new, and it is called Balderdash, John Newbery and the Boisterous Birth of Children's Books, by Michelle Markle and Nancy Carpenter. This picture book biography tells about the life of a pioneer of children's books, John Newbery, after whom the Newbery Medal is named. This book describes how, as a young boy, Newbery wished that entertaining stories existed just for children, and how he became an author and publisher of children's books. The back of the book contains many resources, articles, and information to explore. I think this book could get kids really excited about reading. My feature book for this set of book critiques is called The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. This was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, and I remember laughing out loud when I was reading it. The author is Sherman Alexie, and it's illustrated by Ellen Forney, and it won the National Book Award. Sherman Alexie's memoirs of growing up on a Spokane Indian reservation are both hilarious and heartbreaking. It tells the story of how he attended an all-white school, and tried to break away from the life on the reservation with all its hardships and difficulties. It is accompanied by cartoon illustrations that mirror his desire to be a cartoonist when he was a kid, and contains a foreword by Marcus Zusak in an interview with the author. I think this book could be used in a creative writing lesson, where students create a photo journal for themselves using Pinterest. They could either create this about their entire lives or just a period in their lives. I think this applies to the book because Sherman Alexie uses cartoons along with his words to tell about his life. I have an example of a photo journal here about my trip to study abroad in Austria last year. Students can pin pictures with captions, as well as comment and share each other's boards. Another interdisciplinary use for this book would be in a history or social studies lesson, as part of a unit on Native Americans and reservations. I would ask students to create a website using Weebly.com about Native American reservations, almost like a digital field trip. I would divide the class into groups and have each group create a different page. For example, the pages could be history, living conditions, life and culture, tribes, issues, and controversies. I would ask students to create the website with artifacts, documents, videos, pictures, anything that they could find about these topics. Thank you for watching my last set of book critiques, and please visit my website for more ideas. Thank you.